Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Shruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Sit straight with the head, neck and vertebral column in a straight line. We are sitting in a clean, quiet place. Our eyes gently closed, not too tight. All other sense organs are withdrawn. Any sound comes, please don't pay attention. We bow down to our Guru and Ishtadevta with faith and supreme love. Shraddha Bhakti Samanvita. We should have a great love for the scriptures and for the Lord. The scriptures have come from the Lord. The Vedas are not written by any men. Vedas have come from the Lord. We pray to the Lord, O Lord, bless us with the fourfold qualities, Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dama, Adi, Shatasampati, and Mumuksha. Vivek is very important. What is real and what is unreal? Real is that which exists in three periods of time, that is consciousness, the I. All other things are not real. They are ephemeral. Who has a Viveka, then the Vairagya comes from that which is unreal. And then having the Viveka and Vairagya, the understanding and practicing, then at the seat of meditation, one controls the mind, withdraws oneself, having faith, titiksha, all these qualities, and then samadhana, one tries to practice the samadhi abhyasa. The one who has these fourfold qualities and has a intense desire for liberation, he realizes the truth. At the seat of meditation, one practices pranayama. What we practice is the simplest way, called prana. We become aware of our breathing, breathe consciously in a rhythm. Let us practice it for 6 to 7 times. This is to quieten the mind. Quiet mind means no thoughts. Now we bring the knowledge of Upanishad, the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma through Mahavakya. The Mahavakya tells us that the consciousness is one at the individual level and at the total level. That which enlivens everything is one. And that consciousness I am, which is indicated by Omkara, the Pranava mantra. Let us chant Omkara. We undergo 3 states of experience, the waking, dream and deep sleep state. All these 3 states are illumined by the consciousness. The body is jada, does not know anything about itself. The dream also we remember when we get up, and when we get up from deep sleep, we say, I slept well. We feel fresh because of the presence of consciousness. I am that consciousness. I am not this body, mind and intellect. I am the illuminator of that. Let us chant Omkara with these understanding and try to abide in the self. Aham Brahmashi is repeated. Go on, mentally repeat Aham Brahmashi. Aham disappears, Brahmasmi remains. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rub your hands, put your palm on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Let us chant the Mangalacharan of Vivekachudamani. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam. I bow down to Sadguru, says Bhagavan Shankaracharya. I bow down to my Guru Govinda Padacharya, whose nature is absolute bliss, Paramanandam. And this bliss is only known through the Vedanta Siddhanta. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta. The Vedanta talks about the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. It's known Tamagocharam. It is not known through the sense organs. The sense organs know about the objective world, cannot know about the subject, the I, the consciousness. Subject means I, the consciousness. Please, some of you have still don't clear understanding when we say subject. Subject means I. I means not the body, mind and intellect, but the consciousness. We bow down to Bhagavan Shankaracharya, who has written this text, Vivekachudamani. We bow down to Puja Gurudev, who taught us. We bow down to entire Guru Parampara. Because of their blessings, we know. We bow down to the Lord. By His grace, we are able to study. We bow down to all great saints and sages. We seek their blessings. And with the blessings, we start our studies. We were in the verse 250, that what should be the attitude of a seeker in a meditation. Bhagavan Shankara, Gurudev writes the topic, attitude in meditation. What should be? Let us read the mantra. Asthulamityetadasat nirasya Siddham Swata Vyomavata Pratarkyam Ato Mrishamatramidam Pratitam Jahi Yatsva Atmaya Grihitam Brahmahamityeva Vishuddha Buddhya Viddhi Swamatma Namakhanda Bodham Asthulamityetadasat nirasya Siddham Swata Vyomavad Apratarkyam Ado Mrishamatramidam Pratitam Jahi Yasvatmataya Gruhitam Brahmahamityeva Vishuddha Buddhya Viddhi Swamatma Namakhanda Bodham. Asthulamityeda. This word is a quotation from many Upanishads, it has been said. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also it is quoted. Asthulam. Here Bhagavan is quoting the Upanishad and says, Asthulam iti etad nirasya. Nirasya means you eliminate. What is to eliminate? Asthulam iti. Asthulam iti means I am not a gross. Sthulam is gross. I am not a gross body. Ananu. I am not a subtle body. Arasvam adirdham. This is not said, but this is a quotation. I am not small, not tall. All these indicate a particular body. I am not this. Asthulam iti etad asat. All this is unreal. All this is anitya. Now it is there, then it is not there. A person is there, then the person when he dies, then the person is no more. Asat, nirasya. So don't pay attention towards the body which is because the Atma is neither gross, nor subtle, nor small, nor tall. So, you are not the body. That's what you want to say. You are not the body. Siddham swataha vyomavata. Siddham swataha means that this Atma is self-established. Isn't it? Now you are there. If I say you are there or not, what you will say? Yes, I am here, very much here. I am attending the class. You know I am here. Our presence is self-established. Nobody else has to tell about my presence. I know I am here. I am is not the body, here I am is the consciousness. Siddha Swataha, the Atma is self-established. Nobody has to prove. Vyomavata. And how is this my nature? Don't say Atma is something else. I am Vyomavata, all pervading like a space. Apratarkyam. It is beyond arguments. Atma is not known by arguments. Ataha, therefore, mrusha matram idam pratitam. Mrusha means that which is not real. All this is what we see, pratitam, which is perceived by us. The world and the BMI, everything, mrusha matram. It is all not real. So what am I to do? Bhagavan says, Jahihi. Give up your identification with that. Don't give reality to the world and don't give reality to your body. Jahihi. Yat swa atmaya grihitam. And give up your identification with the body, mind and intellect and accept that I am the consciousness. Atmaya grihitam. Yat swa atmaya. I am consciousness. Isn't it? A person who is alive, he can do all actions. A person who is dead, he cannot do anything. The consciousness expresses in us as a life in us. The I am that consciousness, you accept that Brahma aham iti eva vishuddha buddhya. How one will know this, that I am this consciousness? Only by the pure mind. What is a pure mind? Pure mind is there where there are no vasanas. The vasanas, the impressions of many, many lives there, and then we think I am a man, I am a woman, I am a mother, I am a husband, I am a wife. Bhagavan said, by pure mind. And how this pure mind comes? By Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. The mind becomes pure as we listen the Shastras. We come to know the truth. Then we go on thinking about it. Yes, I am the consciousness. These are my instruments. This is not real. Now it is there. It will disappear. So, by Shravana, Manana, and when one meditates, Bhagavan says in 6th chapter, no, that a person who meditates, his many janmas, vasanas are destroyed. As we meditate, many janmas, vasanas are destroyed. Many janmas, vasanas are destroyed. In the fire of knowledge, Bhagavan says in 6th chapter, that the vasanas are destroyed by meditation. Even you may be able to meditate for 10 minutes, for some time. Japa is also a kind of meditation because you have withdrawn from the world and single-pointed mind. We are remembering the Lord. So, Vishuddha Buddhya. With thee, Bhagavan says, come to realize Swa Atmanam and come to know your own self. Akhanda bodham, that continuous, khanda means which breaks, akhanda bodham, that knowledge that I am the consciousness. I am the Atma. Come to realize this. Bhagavan says, through the meditation, come to realize your own self. You are not the gross body. You are not the subtle body. You are not the Karana Sharira, but you are the illuminator of all these three. Come to know this through your own experience. How to know? Now we are doing Shravana, so we understand. Through the Shravana, our understanding becomes clear. That up till now I was thinking I am the gross body, I am this, so and so. I am not this, but I am the illuminator of this, the Shastra says. And then throughout, see this manana should go throughout the day. And I am this consciousness. Once you are the consciousness, no attachment will come to you with anybody. You are not attached to anyone. You do all activities, but you are not attached. Gurudev used to say, detached attachment. Detached attachment. These are the Gurudev's words. You do everything, but you are detached. And when this mananam is there and the clarity is there, then when we sit at the seat of meditation, and then we say that Aham Brahmasmi, then the clarity is there. It is not you are just repeating Aham Brahmasmi. There is an understanding, there is a clarity. And with these, when we practice for a long period of time, then all vasanas are destroyed. Then one comes to realize the truth. This Atmagnan is that this Brahma Vasana is that which destroys all other vasanas. Destroys. Brahma Vasana develops and other vasanas are destroyed. Okay. So, this is how at the seat of meditation, not to identify with the gross body or the subtle body or a Karana Sharira, all this is only apparent and I am that pure self. Having said this, now Bhagavan gives an example. Mrutkaryam sakalam gatadi satatam mrutamatramevahitam tadvat Sajjanitam sadatmakamidam shanmatramevakhilam yashmat nasti sataparam kimapi tat satyam shatma svayam tashmat tattvamasi prashantam amalam brahma advayam yat param Mrutkaryam shakalam gatadi satatam mrutmatramevahitam tadvat sajjanitam sadatmakam idam shanmatramevakhilam yashmat nasti shataparam kimapi tat satyam shatma svayam tashmat tattvamasi Prashantam amalam brahmadvayam yat param. Now, this is an example from the 6th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, where the Uddalak Muni tells to his son, the Shvetaketu. You have to recollect what we have studied, the 6th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, where the father tells to the son 9 times. He repeats Tattvamasi Mahavakya. And there he gives the example of the mud and the pot. He gives the example of, one example is of mud and the pot. Mrutakaryam shakalam gatadi. Mrutakaryam. Mruta means clay. Karyam effect. Shakalam gatadi. What all the pots and other vessels we see made up of the clay, they are nothing but the effect of the clay. The cause is the clay and the vessels we see, they are the effect. Karana Karya. Shatatam Ghatadi, pot and etc. Shatatam, always. mrutamatrameva ahitam. Ahitam means accept. You have to accept that all that is nothing but a mud and clay alone. Why is the word said say satatam? Satatam means before the creation it was a clay. After the pot is created is also clay. And after even the pot or any vessel is destroyed, it is clay and clay alone. Satatam mritamatrameva. Have to accept, understand and accept it is clay and clay alone. Before the creation, when it is created, and even when it is destroyed. We were the consciousness always before the creation, after the creation, and even when the one person dies, the consciousness remains. Tadvata. In the same way, Sat Janitam, that which is born of Sat, Satatmakamidam, the nature is only the existence and consciousness. That which is born of Sat, it is only as the nature of existence. Idam Satmatrameva Akilam. Sat means Brahma. Sat means Satyam. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. By Sat we have to understand all other things. So, this, that which is born from Sat, it is only as a nature of that Sat existence. Sanmatrameva Akhilam. Whatever appears to us is nothing but the Brahman, the consciousness and consciousness alone. As the clay before the creation, after the creation, and even when it destroyed, it is clay and clay alone. In the same way, all the three periods, we are the existence, the consciousness, the Brahman alone. First he gives the example and then gives the Siddhanta. Yashmat, because of this, nasti satah param kimapi. There is nothing other than the Brahman and Brahman alone. We are seeing the different names and forms, but the Adhisthana is Brahman and Brahman alone. Tat Satyam, that is the truth, that is the reality. And this Sat Sat, Saha Atma Swayam, we are that consciousness. Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, you are that consciousness. Saha Atma Swayam, you are that consciousness. Now this thought should be retained and remembered by us throughout the day. Whatever we are doing, that I am that consciousness, I am that Brahman. That's Satyam, that is the reality, that is the truth. That Atma Swayam, we are that. Tashmat, therefore, Tattvamasi, the Mahavakya, Tattvamasi, which Uddalak Muni said to Shvetaketu, what the Tattvamasi says, that you are that Brahman, the consciousness in us, and that which is all pervading is one consciousness. Actually, this much we remember and practice. This is to be done by us. At the seat of meditation, what we are doing in the beginning is the preparation for meditation. But the Mahavakya alone is to be practiced. Tattvamasi. Therefore, Prashantam, the one who practices this, the Mahavakya, that person, what he feels? A quietude of mind. Prakarsanena Shanti, a serenity. Amalam is pure. Amalam. Malam means dirt. Amalam means pure. Amalam Brahma Advayam. I am that non-dual Brahman, yet Param, that supreme Brahman I am. That is beyond any, it is Ananta. Brahman is Ananta. So, Brahma Advayam Yat Param. This is to be practiced at the seat of meditation, that I am that pure consciousness, that alone is my reality. I am this Atma. I am not this body, mind and intellect. They are superimposed on the Atma. It is because of the Dhyasa we say that I am this body. But what is our real nature? Consciousness. Now, when you are listening, when I am talking, a thought is given. You listen to that thought. You are listening through the ears, illumined by the consciousness. The thought is illumined by the consciousness. And that consciousness I am. Our attention should go toward the consciousness. Each thought is illumined by the consciousness. That consciousness, that Sattva existence, that Brahman I am. That Brahman I am. This should be our understanding. And then we have to realize this through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Now, the next Bhagavan says that all this is how you see a dream. The dream is when you get up, you say it's not real. In the same way, the waking state also, one who experiences the truth, it does not give reality to the waking state also. Nidra kalpita desha kala vishaya gnatradi sarvam yatha mithya tadvat ihapi jagrati jagatsva agnana karyatvatah yashmadevamidam sharira karana prana aham adi api asata tasmat tattvamasi prashantam amalam brahmadvayam yatparam. The last line is same. Nidra kalpita desha kala vishaya gnatradi sarvam yatha mithya tadvad iha api jagrati jagatsva agnana karyatvatah yashmadeva midam sharira karana prana ahamadi api asata tasmat tattvamasi prashantamamalam brahmadvayam yatparam. This is a big compound word, we'll break it. Nidra kalpita desha kala vishaya gnatra adi sarvam yatha mithya tadvata ta has become the iha api jagrati jagat swa agnan karyatvatah yashmat evamidam shariram karana prana aham adi api asat tasmat tattvamasi prashantam amalam brahma advayam yatparam. This is how you have to break it. You have to practice to break a big word. You have to have a pencil or something and put a comma. In the beginning you don't know, but as you go on practicing, you yourself will be able to break it. This is how we have learned. Nidra kalpita, now he says, when nidra here is not the deep sleep, but the dream. The dream. In dream, kalpita, whatever the dream projects, kalpita, it is not real. Kalpita here means it's not real. What is not real? Desha, that place. Kala, that time. Vishaya, that object. Gnatra, even the person, the knower. Adi, etc. Whatever you see something in a dream, we see, oh, you have gone to some picnic spot, say, and there's a river, and there people are there, so many, and then different groups are sitting, you are seeing everyone. So that place, that time, and the objects what you are seeing, and you the person, adi sarvam yatha mithya, all that is not real. Why said mithya? Because when you are experiencing, it appears real. But when you get up, then all it is not there. You are in your own bed. Nothing is there. You have not moved from your bed. But in your dream, you have seen all this and you have experienced it, isn't it? You are experiencing it. But when we get up, then we say, oh, I am only in my bed. I have not gone anywhere. Yatha mithya, it is not. We say, oh, it was just a dream. It is not real. Tadvata, in the same way, ihapi. Here in this world also, Jagrati, the waking state. Jagat Swa, this world, Swa Agnan Karyatvata. It is the effect of our own ignorance. Whatever we see in this world is only the waking state is also as not real as the dream state. You and I give the reality to waking. Oh, somebody told me like this and you are upset whole day. That person did not look at me. He did not speak to me. And oh, he told me like that. Whole day your mind is disturbed. Because we are giving reality to the waking world. Bhagwan here says, Tadvata. Tadvata mithya. The waking state is also not real as the dream. The dream also we experience. Waking state also we experience. But it is not real. Now this to be practiced by us. It is not only understanding. By practice by us. We do not give reality to the world, the relative world. In the waking state we experience the world, relative world. We should not give the reality. See, understand, that does not mean I don't do my work. No, we must do our work as efficiently as best we can. But at the end of the day, you don't give reality to any happenings of the day. You don't get disturbed by that. We live in the world, we act in the world, we deal with others, but we do not give reality to anything of the world. Yashmad, if it's being so, idam sharira, this body, karana, the what all the organs we have, the pranas, 5 pranas, aham, and then we have the identification that I am this, adi api asatha. If the waking state is not real, therefore, to the body which I give reality that I am this body, then the sense organs, the pranas happening, and the ego, all these are also unreal. They are also unreal. What is real and unreal? Yes, Ganapriya Amma, what is real and what is unreal? How you will say understand? Amma, you have to on it, ma. We can't listen. See, real is that which is experienced in 3 periods of time. That is called reality. When we go to sleep, where the world goes on, the world disappears for us. There is no world for us in deep sleep. So that which is not present in 3 periods of time, we do not give reality to that. That is, we have studied in Tattva Bodha. Trikale api tishtati tat satyam. That is only reality. That which does not stay in 3 periods of time, it is unreal. This is what the Vedanta teaches us. So he said, see, certain things, the clarity should be there. Unless the clarity in Vedanta is there, further you find that clarity will be more clear if you are clear with the basic things. So he said, Yashmadevam idam sharira karana. Then the world is not real, not like that. The body also is asat. The body is not going to be permanent here, isn't it? We see people, they are born, they grow, 6 vikaras are there, modification, and then there is a death also. Jatasya dhruvo mrutyuhu. Bhagavad Gita, the one who is born, the death is definite. We don't know when, but the death is definite. Jatasya dhruvo mrutyuhu. So this is unreal. And tasmat, therefore, tattvamasi, the Mahavakya says that you are that pure, that having a total peace, non-dual Brahman, the supreme Brahman you are. That is beyond the Desha Kala Vastu. You are that Brahman. You are not this body. The waking state experience is also not real. It is as real as your dream. This, if we practice in our life, our life will be very, very peaceful. But we give reality to the waking world, and then we suffer. And I and mine, I am this body, these are my people, and this is my experience. I like that person, then raga and dvesha, all that arises because of the waking world. Bhagavan says, all this is unreal. That Brahman alone, which is the consciousness, that is your reality. That alone you are that. So, as the dream, we don't give reality. We work in the waking world, in the relative world as best we can. Not that I don't do anything because it's not real. No, that does not mean it's not real. Here, real means that you don't give reality to that. But all the experience, our duty, that karma yoga we have to do. Bhakti yoga we have to do. But this is the knowledge Bhagavan is giving. Understand the reality, your true nature. You are that consciousness. That is the topic here. That does not mean I have no devotion towards the Lord. There is no Lord because the world, waking world only I worship the Lord. No, that is not the way to understand. Only he is telling about that your nature is consciousness. Vivekachudamani concentrates on certain topics. That which we can practice in our life, having a clear understanding and practice in our life. Now, after explaining the examples, Bhagavan gives the Siddhanta. Yatra brantya kalpitam tad viveke tattanmatram neva tasmad vibhinnam swapne nashtam swapna vishvam vichitram swasmad bhinnam kinnu drushtam prabode. Yatra brantya kalpitam tad viveke tattanmatram neva tasmad vibhinnam swapne nashtam swapna vishvam vichitram swasmad bhinnam kinnu drushtam prabode. Now he says, yatra brantya kalpitam, that which has we give reality by delusion. We imagine because of delusion. Delusion is more not knowing the real thing. Yatra, where because of our delusion, we just imagine that the world is real and the body, mind and intellect, I am this also is real. Tat viveke, that on discrimination, tat tanmatram, and understand that is the substratum, that is the reality. Understand the consciousness alone is the reality. Sat alone is the reality. Brahman alone is the reality. I am using the different words for the same consciousness. Tat tanmatram naeva tasmat vibhinnam. There is nothing different from substratum. The substratum alone is the reality. The consciousness alone is the reality. On that, by delusion, we are thinking I am this body, mind and intellect, and we give reality to the happenings of the world. We give reality to them. Now he gives the example, swapne nashtam. When the dream, we get up from the dream, then swapna vishvam vichitram. The dream world, what appears is when we get up from the dream, it is destroyed. When we are experiencing the dream, it appears very real to us. Janaka Maharaja, we have seen the example that he has become a beggar and he has no food. For 3 days he has not eaten. And then he gets up. Then he says, Janaka Maharaja is a king only. Like that, when the dream is destroyed, the word also Vichitram, Swasmat Binnam, Kinnu Drishtam Prabodhe. But when one Prabodhe means gets up from the dream. Here Prabodha is not getting from the dream, awakening to the truth is called Prabodha, awakening to the truth. When one awakens to the truth, then he knows that the consciousness alone is the reality. Swasmat abhinnam kinnu drishtam prabodhe. That everything is a consciousness and consciousness alone. On that I am superimposing the world. The world is not real. My body, mind and intellect also not real. Only the substratum alone is the reality. That alone is the reality. The consciousness alone is the reality. There is no other reality. When one gets up, when one realizes that, then he understands that there is nothing different from one's own self. He sees the consciousness and consciousness alone everywhere. He says there is nothing different than me. Tat tanmatram. That alone is that. The consciousness alone is there everywhere. The one who realizes the truth, he sees the consciousness and consciousness. You and I see, who have not realized the truth, we see the world. Then you said, I am this body. Bhagavan says, Yatra Bhrantya Kalpitam. This is not knowing the truth. You are giving reality to that. But the reality is the substratum, the consciousness on which all these are superimposed. They are not real. They are not real. This understanding we have to get from the earlier examples. That consciousness, and that consciousness I am. Don't say consciousness is somewhere else. That consciousness I am. This is true. This we have to experience. So the next few verses, Bhagavan tells us the help to meditation. Aids to meditation. This mantras Puja Gurudev liked very much, and he is to ask us to by heart us. He will say, I will ask you in the next class. And you say, just look at me and say. And this how he liked this mantras very much. These are very beautiful mantras. Jati niti kula gotra durakam nama rupa guna dosha varjitam desha kala vishayati vartiyada brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani jati niti kula gotra durakam nama rupa guna dosha varjitam desha kala vishayati vartiyada brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. These are the verses. One, because the by heart, when then at the seat of meditation, just we are repeating this to our own mind, reminding to our own mind, and then one goes into meditation. This is how we have to by heart it. Or suppose we can by heart the simple verses. If you can't by heart, at least grasp the meaning of this and try to understand the meaning and try to repeat in your mind, I am not this, I am not this, I am that Brahman. That's what you want to say. He says, Yad, the third line is Yad. Yad. The third line, Desha Kala Vishayati Varti Yad. That Yad, which is Brahman, Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam, Brahma. That Brahman, Jati Niti Kula Gotra Durakam. Durakam means that is away, that is different from jati, niti, kula, gotra. It is other than the Brahman is different than the. Now how do we live in the world, relative world? Oh, I belong to this jati. Jati, you can say the Manushya Jati or Pashu, or you can say I'm Brahman, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra. Also you can say the caste system, Jati. Niti. Niti means that which sampradaya you belong, which sampradaya. Ramanujacharya, Vallabhacharya, which sampradaya you belong. Then Kula, which family you belong, which noble family you, oh, I belong to this family. That family is very noble family. Kula. Gotram, which is our lineage. Lineage is Vashishta, Kashyapa, which Gotra you belong. Our Gotra we should know. So, Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotram, Duragam. This Brahman, which I am, is beyond this Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra. This to a particular person for his description. And Nama Rupa Guna Dosha Varjitam. In this Brahman, you and I have a Rupa, form. We have a name. When the child is born, a name ceremony is done. Then we have done some good actions, we have done some bad actions. So we get Pap and Punya, Guna Dosha. I am beyond or without Varjitam. Varjitam. Varjitam is without Nama Rupa Guna Dosha. In me, there is no name, there is no form, there is no Punya and Papa. I am beyond this. The Brahman is beyond all this. I am that Brahman which is Jati Niti Kula Gotra Durakam, which is beyond the name and form and the Punya and Papa. Desha Kala Vishaya Ativarti. Desha means a place, time, place. Kala means time. Vishaya means object. Desh Brahman, which is beyond the Desha Kala Vastu. You and I, now at present as a form, we are limited. We are limited in a time, limited in a place. We are a limited object. But what is Brahman? Ativartiyada. That which is beyond the Desha Kala Vastu. It's not an object. It's not a limited thing. When you say Desha Kala Vastu means limited. I am not that limited one. Who am I? Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavaya Atmani. So, one has to, at the seat of meditation, has to experience that I am that Brahman, which the Mahavakya tells, that I am that consciousness, Bhavayatmani. Bhagavan says, you meditate in your heart that you are that Brahman. You are not this Namarupa, Deshakala, Jati Niti. All this to a particular person. You are not the particular person. That's what the Kenopanishad said. Manaso manoyada, vachoha vacham. It is that which is the mind of the mind. It is the speech of the speech, which illuminates. It is the illuminator. I am that consciousness which illumines the Jati Niti, which illumines the Nama Rupa. And it is beyond this Desha Kala. I am the illuminator of all this. I am not the illumined. One is illuminator and one is illumined. I am the illuminator of all this. I am that Brahman which is all pervading. Now suppose this understanding, if we keep throughout the day, how will be our behavior? Tell me, how will be our behavior? Totally different. But we live as a limited body. Then the suffering is there. The body suffering becomes my suffering. Somebody tells to me, mind suffers, I suffer whole day because I identify with the mind. Somebody praises, then I am very happy but I am the conscious of both the praise and that which is criticized. I am beyond that stuti ninda. Means, when we say stuti ninda means, I am the illuminator of that. I know about it. I am that Brahman. When somebody praises me, somebody criticizes me. This is the nature of the world. The world will do like this. Both will be there. It is made up of dvanda. Jagat is made up of dvanda. Now praise, now criticism. This is how the world is. So one has to go beyond that. One has to go beyond that. Dvanda atitam. That is called dvanda atitam. When I am this Brahman, then if it's all that one says something, me because we take is telling to me. Me means I am this body. And somebody is blaming me, somebody is praising me. All this we take to our own self as a body. Bhagavan says, you are not this. You are the illuminator of all this. Illuminator of this. Illuminator of each thought. Turn the attention towards that which illumines my thought. Whether it's a praise or whether it's a criticism. I am not the praise, I am not that which is criticized, but I am that which illumines both. When attention goes toward that, that is called Brahman. That is called Brahman, I am. And this, for this one has to go beyond all the vasanas. So many impressions are in the mind and we behave according to our impression. These are very beautiful verses. As much you go on reflecting, your understanding will be more and more clear. These are not difficult verses to understand, but difficult to practice in life. Difficult to practice in life. Because so many years you have been living as a limited being. Suddenly you say you are not this. Mind does not accept it. Okay, we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. My pranam to all of you. Please, meditation is very, very important. Shravana, Manana and Nididhyas. All these are very three important states. All these are to be practiced by us. Okay? Hari Om.